Hello, Happy New Year, and welcome to Season 2 of Folk-a-Dilly Tales. Our new episodes are going to be uploaded monthly, so if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss these incredible new stories, poems and songs. My name is John Hales, and I'll be your host. So, yesterday, I told you that we had a terrifying story to start Season 2 with, and I'm not wrong. Here comes Nick Murray-Brown joining us again to tell us all about Paganini's deal with the devil himself.
Niccolò Paganini was the greatest violinist who has ever lived. The source of his genius, they said, was not practicing 25 hours a day, but a pact, a bargain struck in a dim London pub. It all began on Wednesday, July the 10th, 1833, at the Theatre Royal, Drury Lane. Posters put up all over London by the theatre manager, without Paganini's permission, promised the impossible, saying that he would perform the Grand Sonata Miltare on one string. One string. The cream of English society were going to be there, lords, ladies, and, of course, the critics with their razor-sharp pens. But at 7 o'clock, with the curtain rising in 1 hour, the maestro was not in his dressing room. He was across the cobbled street in the low-ceilinged, smoky gloom of the knell of Old Drury pub. Built in 1420, and it's still there. The beer is okay, but the food is a bit, And apparently there still is a secret tunnel going from the pub cellar to the theatre, built by King Charles II for his clandestine affair with the actress Nell Gwynn, who regularly performed at the theatre. His head was buried in his hands, a full glass of whiskey untouched before him. A cold, clawing panic gripped his heart. The Sonata Miltare was a monstrous piece, a tempest of notes designed for 4 strings. To attempt it on 1 string was madness. His confidence had gone. He was not a virtuoso tonight, but a fraud about to be exposed. And then he heard it. It was the sound of a violin that defied the laws of physics and reason. A melody that seemed to weep and laugh and curse all at once. It curled through the tobacco haze from a shadowed corner of the pub, each note so pure, it hurt to hear. Each phrase played with a technique so flawless it was inhuman. Paganini's own renowned skill felt like child's play in comparison. As the setting sun cast one final ray through the grimy window, the light illuminated the corner. Paganini's blood ran cold. There, perched on a stool of root and bone, was a figure. a wizened skeleton draped in decaying rags from the new and old world. Its bony fingers dancing over the fingerboard of a dark, impossibly old violin. The violin itself seemed to be carved from night, and it sang with the voices of 1,000 doomed souls. Compelled by a mix of terror and desperate yearning, Paganini stumbled forward.
Who are you?
He breathed, his voice a ragged whisper. The skeleton skull slowly turned, hollow eye sockets fixing upon him. A voice, like the grating of stone on stone, echoed not in the air, but directly in Paganini's mind.
I am the soul collector,
It said.
I have gathered the essence, the talent, the very soul of every master violinist who ever lived, and I can pour this centuries deep river of genius into you. Tonight, you will not merely play. You will redefine music itself.
This demon sent by the devil did not lie. He offered it all. The skill of forgotten maestros, the passion of gypsy kings, the divine spark of composers long turned to dust. The price? A simple small signature on a parchment that appeared from the shadows. The terms were clear. His soul upon his death. Paganini did not hesitate. He snatched the quill, a feather that felt disturbingly like a shard of bone, and scrawled his name without reading a single word. The ink, dark as dried blood, seemed to soak into the parchment and then vanish. A searing heat flooded his veins. Knowledge, muscle memory, and an arrogant, terrifying confidence crashed into him. He blinked. And he was backstage at Drury Lane Theatre. How he had crossed the street, he did not know. The orchestra was poised, the audience fell silent. Paganini strode onto the stage, his gaunt figure casting a long, dramatic shadow. Then, from his pocket, he produced a large pair of silver scissors. A gasp rippled through the hall as he raised them to his priceless Guarneri violin, and with 3 sharp snips severed the E, A, and D strings, which then coiled on the stage floor like dead serpents. Only the low, thick G string remained. He placed the violin beneath his chin, raised the bow, and began to play. What followed was not just music. It was magic. It was warfare. It was a demonic possession performed in front of a stunned, amazed audience. The single string wailed and sang, producing harmonies that should have been impossible, melodies that spiraled into the heavens and plunged into the abyss. He played the Grand Sonata Miltare with a fury and precision that left musicians in the orchestra and the audience weeping in awe. His reputation was sealed in that single, breathtaking performance. He was hailed as a god. But deals with the devil are contracts written in betrayal. The brilliance he had been granted was a parasitic force feeding on its host. Almost immediately after his triumph, Paganini's health began its steep decline. He grew gaunt, his once piercing eyes receding into dark sockets, his famous mane of hair thinning to wisps. His skin stretched taut over prominent bones, giving him a skeletal appearance very much like his patron. Within a year, he was too weak to hold the violin, and soon after, he was dead. The Catholic Church, long suspicious of his talent, did not allow his body to be buried in the church grounds. His soul, they knew, was already claimed. But this was not the end for Niccolo Paganini. The air was thick with the familiar smells of stale beer and old smoke. He was back in the shadowy corner of the knell of old Drury. He looked down at his hands. They were not the hands of a virtuoso, but of a skeleton clutching a violin of dark, polished bone. The tattered remnants of his black concert clothes hung from his bony frame. Then, from the darkness opposite, he felt a presence. A new, desperate musician, head in his hands, staring at a glass of whiskey. His panic, a sweet perfume in the air. Paganini now understood his new role. He was no longer the performer. He was now the soul collector. He waited for the sun to set, then raised his bow to the string of his new violin and gently started to play.
Soul Collector. On Drury Lane, the fog was white and thick as sin, and all the gas lamps hissed a low and gentle hymn. And in a corner of the bar, where shadows make their deals, Paganini drank alone, chased by his own fears. On a crooked black stool made of root and bone, a bony stranger sat with a fiddle and a bow. And the music played
was more than perfect, beautiful and clear. Everything he'd ever longed for all his life to hear. Take this gift I offer you. You know it's the only thing you want to do. Do just what the soul collector says. I've collected every soul, and these skills you can make your own. Sign the deed. It's Soul Collector Day.
Soul collector. I'm just a soul collector. Sign right here across the dotted line. Soul collector. Soul collector. And your soul is mine.
And on that fateful night, that gift like poison felt, and that gambling man grew spiteful with the cards that he'd been dealt. And he dazzled all the noblemen as he took away their gold. And he played just like the devil, and his heart turned bitter cold. And as that year passed by, he realized the rules. The game the demon played was tortuous and cruel. So he played for love he longed for, which withered and then died. For the curse that had devoured him and the tears that he had cried. Take this gift I offer you. You know it's the only thing you want to do. Do just what the soul collector says. I've collected every soul, and these skills you can make your own. Sign the deed. It's Soul Collector Day.
Soul collector. I'm just a soul collector. Sign right here across the dotted line. Soul collector, soul collector. And your soul is mine.
And then when he died and uttered his last groan, he awoke to hear the sound of his fiddle and his bow. He was playing on that crooked stool in that same old bar, but the hands that played were bony and so familiar.
Take this gift I offer you. You know it's the only thing you want to do. Do just what the soul collector says. I've collected every soul, and these skills you can make your own. Sign the deed. It's Soul Collector Day!
show. And the music played was more than perfect, beautiful and clean. Everything he'd ever longed for all his life to hear. Take this gift I offer you. You know it's the only thing you wanna do. Do just what the soul collector says. I've collected every soul, and these skills you can make your own. Sign the deed, it's Soul Collector Day. Soul collector, I'm just a soul collector. Sign right here across the dotted line. The devil says, soul collector, and your soul is mine. The devil says, and on that fateful night, that gift like poison felt, and the gambling man grew spiteful with the cards that he'd been dealt. And he dazzled all the noblemen as he took away their gold. He played just like the devil, and his heart turned bitter cold. And as the year passed by, he realized the rules. The game the demon played was torturous and cruel. So he played the love he longed for, which withered and then died. For the curse that had devoured him and the tears that he had cried. Take this gift I offer you. You know it's the only thing you wanna do. Do just what the soul collector said. The devil says, I collected every soul, and these skills you can make your own. Sign the deed, it's Soul Collector Day. The devil says, soul collector, I'm just a soul collector. Sign right here across the dotted line. The devil says, soul collector, and your soul is mine. The devil says. And then when he died and uttered his last quote, he woke to hear the sound of his fiddle and his bow. He was playing on that crooked stool in that same old bar. The hands that played were bony, but so familiar. Take this gift I offer you. You know it's the only thing you wanna do. Do just what the soul collector says. The devil says, I collected every soul, and these skills you can make your own. Sign the deed, it's Soul Collector Day. The devil says, soul collector, I'm just a soul collector. Sign right here across the dotted line. The devil says, soul collector, and your soul is mine. The devil says, soul collector, I'm just a soul collector. Sign right here across the dotted line. The devil says, soul collector, and your soul is mine. The devil says.
Oh, that was a brilliant story. Thank you, Nick. On the 1st of February, we have the weirdest tale so far. Out of all the stories we've brought to you, this must be the strangest one. So don't miss it, and make sure you've hit the subscribe button below. To give you a clue, it's all about an inscription on a gravestone in Norfolk, which reads, "Here lieth Alice, who was, by her life, my sister, my mistress, my mother, my wife."
Rattled by that fateful bungle outside that holy place where he was found. The nuns they raised him to recite songs, and then one night Chris left to seek his fortune outward bound. He made his way to Markham town as a farmhand getting down, found his way to Alice's estate.
Folk-a-Dilly Tales is a Zingaro Blue production. It was written, produced and edited by Mario and Lesley Price. Mixed by Frank Erlenkemper. The poems, lyrics and songs are also written by Mario and Lesley Price. My name is John Hales and I've been your host. Our storyteller this week was Nick Murray Brown. The poem was read by Mario Price. The contents of this podcast are based on the book Folk Stories, Legends and Poems by Mario and Lesley Price and are available as a book and an e-book from Amazon under the name Folk Stories, Legends and Poems. The music can be found under that same name and as volumes 1 and 2 streaming on all major platforms. Today's background music was supplied by Scott Buckley. You can find the link to these compositions in the comments below. Be sure to check out our music videos that tell some of our stories on YouTube. For more information about Zingaro Blue, visit our website at www.zingaroblue.co.uk or find additional links in the comments section. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please hit the follow button so that you can listen to the next episode of Folk-a-Dilly Tales. Thanks for listening.